found that as we moved into lockdown, that 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. thing doesn't work anymore. I had a 1-year-old at home, nursery was closed, I had a wife that works, long hours and a hard, high pressure job as well. And I found that work wasn't aligned in what I was trying to achieve, like from a career perspective and the health perspective and a family perspective. What it meant was that for every day that I was winning at work, I was losing at everything else. And I think when Luke and I met, I was significantly overweight. I probably had a problem with alcohol that I'd not addressed. I was probably a really shit husband and a bit of a shitty dad. One of the biggest changes for me has been at the start of this process. I would have gone through a very difficult period at work or difficult negotiation, and I would have come home and almost used that as an excuse to eat badly, to drink, to not spend time with my wife, or to piss off to the golf course and leave Lily at home. I would have used those high stress moments as excuses to not show up in other facets of my life. And the work we've been doing together has enabled me to not only deal with those issues in that more stoic capacity and remove my ego, being able to address those situations and those difficult meetings and the difficult conversations with level head, but also then being able to go home and not let it bleed over into snapping at Lily because she only wants plain pasta for tea, even though I spent 2 hours making shepherd's pie. A great example, but like to get to that level of headspace where like these things are difficult and they're hard and you can deal with them in a certain way. Now I think there's very much like a separation between those silos. If I'm struggling with work, am I going to let that take over and then sit and be on my phone all night and not spend time with my wife? No, I need to separate those things in order to have a bit of a life outside of just what you do at work, but also to continue to improve on all those facets and organise and check yourself.